Get back in line with my chakras.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Miami Marlins. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Just about set to go now, and starting this one, Ryan Weathers. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Next offering is downstairs. Line drive, Edwards. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Judge with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
One down, base is empty. That's off the inside corner. 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Judge rips that one. Hill sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 30.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
That's a slider for a strike.
1 strike.
Two out, space is empty. The 1-2. Cut out and missed, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Today's starting pitcher, Yuri Perez. What do you look for here?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Bottom of the first. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Perez, in his second season, just 21 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And he deals. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That misses, and that is ball one.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Outside low, 2-2.
2-2.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First offering, runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw, and they got him.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive, you want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
And a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Slides, but he can't come up with it.
That is good. That's shortstop.
Runner on at first with one gone. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One
in the dirt, blocked. Conine leads off first with 1 away. And a swing and a miss there.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Man at first, 1 away. He He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw to third. In there safely.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And the batter now, Connor Norby. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, one out. Ground ball could be two. Turner tossed to second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Back here in Miami, top of the second, and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Ryan Weathers will get back to work, and that is out of play. Inside, and the count even 1-1. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Swing and a ball hammered left field, ranging back. Just missed it.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. Weathers, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. And it's fouled away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And there's a ball.
1-2.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings. But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and hitters are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
One down. O'Neal Cruz will hit next.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
No score here in the second.
Heck what?
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And it stays fair. Bichette around third and headed home. The relay to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
So here's Robert now, having a nice year in terms of power. Right now he's 7th in the NL in home runs. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. That one misses.
That's a ball.
2 balls and a strike. Cruz leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. And
that's a
foul
foul
ball. Two outs. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Hit on the ground to short. Edwards. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the second. And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. Perez back to work. That one missed.
Outside, ball.
And the next pitch is way outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That misses.
3-0.
And now 3-0. And that one clips the corner.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So digging in, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 4 in the loss yesterday. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one is absolutely belted. And that ball is gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 2-1.
He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
Here's the left fielder, Nathan Martorella, looking for his first big league hit right here. That's in there. That's strike 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a pop-up. Turner. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. Had the day off yesterday. Fastball for a strike.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Next offering misses down and away. That one in the dirt.
2-2.
And the count is even, 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Armstrong.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Weathers fires. That one finds the corner. And it's 0-2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Here's Turner now. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
One out, bases empty. Now 1-1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. The 2-1.
He left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
That misses the zone, and the count's full. To third, Norby. Whips it to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
The left fielder, number 99, Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Norby. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 2 and the Cubs 1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. In there at the knees. 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That hits the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
2-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Tucker makes the catch. And there's one away.
Okay, to the Marlins, the designated hitter, Griffin.
So now here's the DH, Griffin Conine. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
And there's a ball.
That's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 3-1. Slapped foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And down on strikes. 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. And he's already singled in this game. In there for strike one. The shortstop takes the ball. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's off the inside corner. 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2-2 now. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Crow Armstrong pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. And the Marlins down quietly. But they still lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Kyle Tucker. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Sanchez makes the grab, one down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
The Marlins up by a run, top half of inning number 4. The changeup missing, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Oh, great stop. The throw, and they get the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Bo Bichette getting ready to hit. Singled and scored his first time. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Bichette, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Yeah, that's fouled off. Just missed.
Ball.
Just
No,
missed.
that missed. That's the
He
ball.
hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all
3-1.
day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. First pitch is in the dirt.
You know, these Marlins do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swings and misses.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the count 1-1.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
2-1.
That one misses. They're now 3-1. That one misses.
Ball 4, take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride. The walk and a run scored his first time. And that
That's the ball.
misses. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
Norby on at first. Nobody out. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Guerrero makes the grab, and there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. He's already homered in this game. Clips the corner, 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
0-1. Ball one there.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Now the left fielder, Nathan Martorella.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Very high with that one. And it's 1-1. Two outs.
That's in. Ball.
Just missed.
Outside.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
In for a strike. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out,
Count is
runner
full.
on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Marlins 2 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Weathers back to work. There's a strike.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
1-1.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's back and gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and we're all square. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
Luis Robert now. Into the outfield, base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Go ahead run on base. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Inside. Ball one. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Hee-haw! 1-1.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in there for strike three. Throw, save, and the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's 0 for 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
Runner at second here, one gone. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Liner, and this could be trouble. Robert on his way around third. He will score, and the Cubs take the lead. Around second now, going for three. Relay throw, and he's out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ryan Weathers won't go any further tonight, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. Ronnie Enriquez into the game. This is his first appearance of the season. Trey Turner now 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. 2 outs, runner at first. Here comes Aaron Judge. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. That one inside. No, look out. Turner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Center field. Hill settles underneath it, squeezes it, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for Miami, Nick Fortes.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Upstairs.
2-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. He makes the grab, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Inside, just missed. Two down, nobody on. In the air, out to center. Long run, tracks it down. And that's the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. We're through 5. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. Top 6. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Flares it into the outfield. Takes it in for the out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1. Nope, ball.
Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Next offering misses. Ball two.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Bo Bichette, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike.
It's 0-1.
Guerrero over at first with one away. Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And it's 2 down. Here's O'Neal Cruz. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
And a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Norby makes the play, and that is that. Cubs leave one, but they still lead at 3-2. Bottom of the 6th, and now the DH, Griffin Conine. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
0-1.
Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Chases that one out of the zone. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And now, Xavier Edwards. Now a screamer into the outfield. Crow Armstrong pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 1.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Connor Norby. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
First pitch, just misses. Ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fly ball down the line. Tucker sizes this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. So they go quietly there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Declan Cronin.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Cronin measures 6 feet 4 inches, 27 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Miami's bullpen with some action. Calvin Fauché up and loosening in the pen. The 1-0. Just missed.
2-0.
The delivery to Robert. That one off the mark, and that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. That one misses.
Outside,
so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson Kelly. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Robert gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Here goes the runner. Pitch is low.
Ball down.
Throw to second.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game. Try to add on to that lead. I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
One down, base is empty. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. at the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Cubs are down quietly, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Just missed.
Ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's through there for a strike. And 1-1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Caleb Thielbar.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Fastball for a strike. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed. So the tying run at second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now, Nathan Martorella.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that one upstairs, ball one. Man at second. And that one fouled off. And that is out of play. One out and a runner at second. And a swing and a miss. Two gone now. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Man on second, two down. That clips the corner.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Two outs. And that's off the outside edge. It's a ball and two strikes. Two outs and one in scoring position. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. To the right side, Bichette. Fires over to first. That's the third out. Marlins lead one, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth, Calvin Fauché.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Well, one-run game. Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 3. That one inside.
That's a ball.
And that's ball one. Double-barreled action
1-0.
in the bullpen. Kyle Finnegan preparing to come on if needed. Miller getting cranked up as well. Swings and chases a low one there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here is Aaron Judge. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. First pitch, and it just misses. Turner gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Turner runs. They pitch out. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing. Even with big-time speed, it's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Judge waits. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's outside.
3-1.
Draws the walk
Take
there.
your baseball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So a man at first. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Foul ball there. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Line drive, dives to the bag, got him. Double play. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Kyle Finnegan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That's outside. 1-0. Movement in the bullpen.
No
Mason Miller getting loose out there.
That missed. That's the ball.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong moves after it. He's got it. 1 away.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
On the ground, right side, Bichette. Slings to first in time.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that's through there for a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Two down, nobody on. Up and
1-2.
in. 1-2 to count.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
This one popped up. Turner should have it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Miami down in order. They're down 3-2. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Anthony Bender.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. And that's outside. Here's a 1-2. On the ground. Tosses across to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Bo Bichette, the next Cub to hit. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. O'Neal Cruz, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
1-0.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Swing and a ground ball. Here's Lopez for one. And that's two. One hit in the inning, but no one left. High to the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. Bottom of the ninth. And Mason Miller on to try and close it out.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That one in triple digits. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Don't play
No
situation
balls,
here.
2
He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
One-run game, bottom 9. Foul ball still 0-2. Just misses with that one. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to. But he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
He's 2 outs away. Jonah Bride, the next to hit. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is outside.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Marlins with just 1 out left.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Marlins down to their final out. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 and 2's the count.
Miller is just 1 strike away. That misses, and it's 2-2. With the tying run on at first, we're in the last half of the 9th inning. And it remains 2-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
A 3-2 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.